So for our fourth reader of the night, in talking to third-year poetry MFA Danielle Henry, I came to the realization that she's kind of like everybody's grandfather.
That's true.
So, I mean, that is, I guess, if your grandfather dreamed of becoming a waitress, an X-Man, an assassin, and a fashion designer as a child. But just like everybody's grandfather, Danielle watches Jeopardy every night and yells the answers at the TV. So if you have any trivia questions, just please forward them to Danielle. Let's welcome her.
I am also addicted to PBS. I was in Iceland this summer for a whole month, which is not as long as some people went abroad, but it felt like a very long time because the Icelandic people are kind, but not especially friendly. So I spent a lot of time alone with my thoughts. So fortunately or unfortunately, you get to hear my thoughts about Iceland. So I have 3 poems in that. I don't know whether to call it a series yet or... but 3 of those and then something else. Letter. Summer is one long day. The clock tells me it is night, and the light is gray at the edges of the curtains. Birds imitate morning. Air is salted cold, then warmed with sulfur. Today I read in the city, and the man at the next table laughed like you do. I didn't look up to see his face because it was a comfort to have you within reach. I don't know what he was saying. It is good to spend some time not understanding, listening to the noise of other people's lives, radio commercials and traffic reports, knowing that their talk is like mine, meaningless and warm. Postcards in the Reykjavik Art Museum. If you are unlucky, I will show you my trip in slides. Here a mountain, here flowers. Icelandic bluebonnets, which are not bluebonnets, are related to them in the way I am related to the people I met at my brother's wedding. Petals, petals for everyone. Dried, not brittle, now purple without the reflection of the sky. For you, because you are too kind to refuse. For my new sister-in-law, so that we can stack them and build something that looks like family. Flowers spin until solid, until hard like gemstones. The edges of the world become crystalline, rock piled on rock, and even moss is sturdy underfoot. It is heartening to believe that we are resting on something solid, something that knows itself. The North Atlantic. On this island, it is easy to feel alone. The ocean so close and everywhere else too far to see. I begin to feel that the world is those mountains, this water, and these toes. I fold in on myself like a duck, head under wing. In the shadow of a cathedral, I become delicate, make myself small. I never sleep anymore, only hide under cloud cover. I am breathing slower today because whatever my unhappiness is, it has settled, become comfortable. Slowly, I tell myself stories. I am not taking my time. This is how long it takes me. I begin with the girl growing up in the mountains near Akureyri, not with the mountains, which grew up from the center of the earth, rising black as blood from a deep cut. She lives with her grandmother, the town librarian, and the library is in their basement. She goes downstairs on winter nights with a flashlight and a red blanket. The mountain stone is coarse, pricked with bubbles where the earth has breathed. The girl sees dry gold savannas on glossy pages. She reads about old diseases and leech medicine until she will not sleep when she goes to her bed. The girl knows the world is large, but it is hemmed in by mountains and water. The North Atlantic glitters under the moon, which used to be made of cheese. All right, enough of Iceland. I can say enough because there's only 300,000 people there, so. Just to prepare you, this is like probably the most effusive love poem I've ever written, so you are forewarned. When I say I want you. Your nose on my cheek is animal. This is a staring contest. You are so close that I can't tell if my brain is doing its job, turning you right side up. You are red and full of blood, pricked with points of darkness, parts to explore, where I will meet the pink dress of the girl you danced with at the prom. She twirls the skirt full of night. It rings like struck glass, and her face becomes mine near yours. The belt of her pearls clicks against my teeth. I take what is yours, and you may have mine in return. Rob my pockets, dear one. Eat the namesake pastries of the places I have lived. Take my jewelry, my amethysts and gold, while it still carries the salt of my skin. Sweep my plucked silver hairs from the vanity and into your wallet. I am wearing the perfume of the trees I stripped as a child, my each fingers that held the blue berries of Virginia juniper. Thank you.